was called Screech. Didn't like it, but the more I fed into it, the more I allowed people to realise that I didn't like being called Screech. Just didn't like it, and I made it clear to them I didn't like it, and for that reason I continuously further got called Screech. And then later down the line, obviously with Michael Jackson having an afro, called Jackson 5 or Michael Jackson, and it sounds kind of like, it doesn't sound like much of an effect or really. As I was saying, basically in regards to bullying, I was once bullied back in the day, in school days. And if you just joined, I was just talking about the fact of the names I was called, Screech. And then my name's Andrew, so Andy Pandy. Andy Pandy put in a pie, kissed the girls and made them cry. And primary school kind of upset me in a sense. Secondary school, that didn't really happen then. It's called more the terms Afro Path because I had an Afro. Silliness really, to be called in regards to what I was called. But the thing is, for me, I managed to get through it. As you can see, I'm still here. It didn't get that bad, but then at the same time, once you've been bullied before and you have that fear in your mind that you're going to be bullied again, it's more than likely you will be bullied again, because what you create in the mind becomes a reality. You don't get taught that in school, but later down the line, not even the adults actually be aware of that and not very careful in the words that comes out of their mouth. But I can say for fact that what you create in the mind becomes a reality, and there's so many examples of that. You know, someone who goes, like a footballer or basketballer or boxer, when they go to fight or when they go and play the sport, they don't go in the mind of the fact that they're going to lose. If they go in the mind frame that they're going to lose, they will lose. If they picture they're not going to score, they will flop and they will not score that winning goal. You wouldn't get that basket, you wouldn't get that knockout punch, because you don't have the confidence and your mindset isn't set right, in the sense that you know that you are actually going to win the fight, win the match. You know, it's just like when you go to work, you gotta have the mindset that you're going to complete all your tasks and set a hand. If you don't, then you ain't going to complete it. And if you don't believe you can achieve it, it certainly ain't going to happen. And for me, with the whole thing with bullying, which is really sad, is young people take their lives now. They literally kill themselves over the fact of being bullied for the most silliest things that we may think is silly, but to them it's their whole world, their whole environment, and there's no way they can live without it. You know, and obviously bullies bully for different reasons. You know, it could be the fact that you're an individual and you're walking around, you're moving around in the school on your own, and you don't really fit into any other group, you don't feel like you do, and these other groups therefore bully you because you don't fit in. But it's good to be unique. Later down the line, these kids down in these groups, eventually they're going to fall out of these groups, and then they're going to realise that what they were doing was wrong. But at the same time, what do you do while you're being bullied? What do you do? Do you sit around and just allow it to happen? Do you allow people to bully you, put you on YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, social media? It's a scary place, I understand that. But what do you do if your parents don't want to hear what you have to say? And don't believe you're getting bullied, or just not there because they're working a 9 to 5 and they're not able to provide the support that you need, the support system in place, and you don't have friends that are strong enough mentally, not really physically, but mentally, in regards to supporting you in regards to you being bullied. Well, you have the option of talking to your teacher. That's one example. You can speak to your teacher, but which teacher to speak to? Speak to the teacher that you're most confident with. That would be a start, you know. End of the day, find out what, if you are aware of why they're bullying you, you can also confront the bully and find out why they're bullying you, but the bullying may continue on. So what do you do in regards to that? Well, first of all, what I did, which I'm not saying will work, may work or may not work for you, like, you eventually, if you don't give them the time, you don't show them that it bothers you, then in some aspects they will stop bullying you, but not all the time. The bullying may lead to something else, but at the same time, it's to have that mindset, to understand the more confident you are, the more positive you are in life, the more you will attract goodness into your life. If you become dark and miserable and depressed and sad and suicidal, people will pick up on it like a dog to a scent. Like literally like flies to shit, to bees to honey. Like if you don't have the confidence that you are somebody and you reserve much more, then it will continue. You know, and sadly enough, it's a fact that if you continue on, and the thing is, like, don't get it twisted, and I don't want to upset you or upset you in any kind of way to make you feel that this is it. Like, oh, you know, bullying happens in all sorts, shapes and forms and different ways. Like when I was working, I literally worked in I was an assistant social worker, and it so happened to be, and I was getting a social worker's pay, starting social worker's pay rate, which is a decent rate. Every time there was a team meeting, my manager always used to isolate me and bring it to everyone's attention, even the new members of the team, that I was not a social worker. For whatever reason, she seemed to think that was necessary to bring it up all the time. Now, maybe she don't realise it, I never really addressed it either at the same time, that that's actually a form of bullying, you know? Sadly enough, if people don't agree with something, if they're not able to understand what's going on in regards to what you are, as I was saying, I'm not sure where it got cut off, because obviously with Facebook Live doesn't have the provisions to stop a call coming through and to continue with the video. But what I was saying basically, schools, the government, well, the government first of all needs to put stuff in place to like tackle these issues with people getting bullied, young people getting bullied, you know. And like I was saying in regards to all of this, they really do need to like start talking, changing the curriculum in the sense of providing classes and on the mind and developing it, and like mental frame, mental strength, because it's all good having physical strength, but mental strength goes a long way, and it really does benefit you in the long term in regards to where you are with socializing and, you know, relating to other peer groups. It really does benefit you in the work and in business and anything in life. And strangely enough, they don't really teach any of that, do they? No, they just mold you into a machine to go into work a 9 to 5, generate an economy for those that are at the top to just keep on thriving, you know, and living their lavish luxury lifestyles. So yeah, that's my thoughts on bullying. Leave a comment, let me know what you think. You know, I just think any other subject, in regards to any other subjects you would like me to cover, leave a comment on the video, or just look at my previous post and leave a comment there and actually say, you know, what you would like me to cover. But the whole subject of bullying is this. Definitely a bully, if I just break it down with a bully is bullying someone because they're insecure on how they feel, the way they look. So if you are a bully, and like literally just, you need to stop doing what you're doing and stop it fully. Because in fact, the funny thing about it, a bully is actually getting bullied by somebody else. Now it could be a parent, it could be a teacher. Something of their life is bothering them as much to have to feel that they need to gain some kind of power and authority over a person, you know. And it's sad, but it is the case, and this is just how life is, unfortunately. But at the same time, they've obviously been affected, could be abused, and, you know, and don't know any way to like actually address what they're going through. And at the same time, as much as the victim needs support, a bully needs support. They need to actually find out what is actually making a bully be a bully. Because what would happen in school, from what I remember, I don't know if it's changed. I need to be real enlightened on that one and educated on that in regards to find out if it's been changed. But a bully, instead of them just putting them on suspension or detention or changing the class or the group that they're in, they should really find out why the bully is being a bully. Work with that bully. I know sometimes it's not as easy as said than done, but there are bullies out there that do want help and have underlying issues that they need to support. So it's not just the fact that, oh, the victim is like really vulnerable. The bully themselves is vulnerable because they obviously got some issues, or the bullies or bully have some kind of issue with them that they need some kind of support in regards to why they're being a bully, you know. And you got Claire visible bullies now, which doesn't really help. You've got Donald Trump. There's a very big person out there that uses words and puts words in such a way, you know, that's very effective in some ways, but at the same time can be seen as being a bully. And funny enough, he's been put in a position where he now controlling America, so I don't know exactly what that says for America. But the whole situation with Donald Trump and dipping Korea, honestly, that is just ridiculous. Two bullies controlling a country, you know, clearly controlling a country, and they're more thinking about how they feel, their egos, rather than how the country feels. And regarding this subject, which I would just cover just lightly, is it really fair to say that America's going to go just wipe out North Korea over one person? That's not fair. It's not fair at all. Because I'm surely the people, the actual public, the population, surely they don't feel the same way, do they? I don't know. Do they actually feel the same way? It'd be interesting to know. I know I can speak in regards to America, because I know from what I can see, I don't really speak North Korean. I don't speak Korean, so I'm not going to know exactly what their thoughts are. But clearly, in America, they don't feel, or some of the majority, or some of the population in America, don't want to go to war with North Korea. Why would you? Why would you want to go take it there? I mean, surely it could be sorted out, but no. It's got to do with money, it's got to do with the economy, oil, you know, and because of that, they want to fight. And obviously there's some kind of issues with North Korea and America, and they don't know how to solve it, so they're looking to just blow up everyone. Does that really does that lead by example, they say? But when it comes to politics, it's a different story. They'll go bomb someone and they won't be called a terrorist because they're doing it under the government's say so. But if they don't bomb someone and they haven't got the government say so, or the government isn't powerful enough to say that, oh, it's a war, or they don't have no government in place, then therefore they're a terrorist. Straight, simple as. You know, that's the whole thing regarding terrorism. I did mention it in my last video. I don't know if you've seen it, but if you haven't, check it out. It's there, clearly there. You know, I talk about certain subjects like the hurricane and what people are going to do. If people, the islanders, have to come over here, are they going to be giving them a bed, a pillow? Are they going to be providing them support financially? But yeah, as I was saying, bullies as well as the bully's victim, they need support. There's obviously something going on, and like, you know, leave a comment, like, love, share this post, this video, you know, and there'll be plenty more from me. I am not going away. Continue to make a habit out of great habits, knock out your bad habits one by one. Stay positive, productive and patient, and believe vision, achieving good. Make a habit. 1.